Hey everyone, and welcome back to No Passport Required, your front row seat to the world, no packing required. From the frozen glaciers of the north to the sun-baked deserts of the south, North America is a continent just begging to be explored. It's a land of towering forests, endless plains, and cities that buzz with an energy you can feel. But with so many incredible places, where do you even start? Well, that's what we're here for. In this video, we're counting down the 50 essential spots for your ultimate North American bucket list. We'll give you the must-know facts and insider tips for each. Plus, we'll uncover which iconic destination has a hidden history of pirates and long-lost treasure. Stick around to find out. Here are the 50 places you absolutely need to see in your lifetime. Section 1. The Caribbean and Mexico. We're kicking off our journey in the sun-drenched landscapes of the Caribbean and Mexico, where ancient history and stunning beaches collide. Number 50. Havana, Cuba. Stepping into Havana feels like you've traveled back in time. This vibrant capital is a symphony of classic cars, colonial architecture, and the rich scent of Cuban cigars. The city's energy is contagious, with music spilling from every doorway in Old Havana. Fun fact: thanks to historical trade restrictions, many cars in Cuba are pre-1960s American classics. They've been meticulously maintained for decades, earning Havana the nickname the world's living car museum. Travel tip: swap your money for the local Cuban peso, cup, for everyday things, but know that many tourist spots might prefer foreign currency. Number 49. Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Famous for its 32 kilometers of perfect white sand beaches and turquoise waters, Punta Cana is the dictionary definition of a tropical paradise. It's a haven for all-inclusive resorts that offer endless relaxation and water sports. Fun fact: believe it or not, Punta Cana was a purpose-built tourist destination, created in the 1970s by American investors who saw the massive potential in its gorgeous coastline. Travel tip: the resorts are amazing, but try to take a day trip to Hoyo Azul. It's a stunning hidden cenote with crystal clear blue water that you have to see to believe. Number 48. San Juan, Puerto Rico. San Juan is a city of two worlds. You've got the colorful, historic streets of Old San Juan with its blue cobblestones and Spanish forts, and then you have the modern, bustling city of the new town. It's where centuries of history meet vibrant Caribbean life. Fun fact: the massive forts of El Morro and San Cristobal in Old San Juan took over 250 years to complete and are now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Travel tip: take advantage of the free trolley in Old San Juan. It's a lifesaver for getting around the historic district's narrow, hilly streets. Number 47. Tulum, Mexico. Tulum serves up the perfect mix of history and paradise. Here, you can wander through incredible Mayan ruins perched on a cliff overlooking the Caribbean Sea, and then cool off in the turquoise water right below. Fun fact: the ancient Mayans believed cenotes, the natural sinkholes found all over this area, were sacred portals used to communicate with the gods. Travel tip, pro tip: get to the Tulum ruins first thing in the morning to beat the crowds and the sweltering midday heat. Number 46. Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Once just a sleepy fishing village, Playa del Carmen has exploded into a bustling resort town. Its famous Quinta Avenida, or Fifth Avenue, is a lively pedestrian-only street packed with shops, restaurants, and bars. Fun fact: the island of Cozumel, a world-renowned diving destination, is just a quick ferry ride away from Playa del Carmen. Travel tip: for a more authentic bite to eat, wander a few blocks off Fifth Avenue. You'll find delicious and much cheaper local taquerias. Number 45. Cancun, Mexico. There's a reason Cancun is famous worldwide. Its hotel zone is a strip of land bordered by beautiful resorts, wild nightlife, and some of the most stunning beaches on Earth, all with the Nichupte Lagoon as a backdrop. Fun fact: the Cancun Underwater Museum of Art, MUSE, has over 500 life-size sculptures submerged in the ocean, which double as an artificial reef to promote coral growth. Travel tip: While many of the best beaches are in front of hotels, all beaches in Mexico are public. You can usually find designated public access points to get to the sand. Number 44. Mexico City, Mexico. As one of the oldest and largest cities in the Americas, Mexico City is a sprawling metropolis built on the ruins of the Aztec capital Tenochtitlan. It's a non-stop hub of art, culture, and mind-blowing food. Fun fact: Mexico City has a staggering number of museums, over 170 of them, making it one of the most culture-packed cities on the planet. Travel tip: the city's subway system is incredibly cheap and one of the most efficient ways to get around this massive capital. Number 43. Chichen Itza, Mexico. As one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Chichen Itza is an awe-inspiring ancient city that showcases the sheer genius of the Mayan civilization. Its iconic pyramid, El Castillo, is a masterpiece of astronomy and mathematics. Fun fact: during the spring and autumn equinoxes, the sun casts a shadow on El Castillo that looks exactly like a serpent slithering down its steps. Travel tip: seriously consider hiring a local guide. Their stories and insights into Mayan culture will make the ancient stones come alive. Section 2. The American South. Alright, let's head north and soak up some of that famous southern hospitality in the American South, a region known for its rich history, comfort food, and unique traditions. Number 42. Key West, Florida. Head all the way down to the southernmost point in the continental U.S., and you'll find a quirky, laid-back island paradise. Known for its pastel-colored houses and lively nightlife, Key West has a free-spirited vibe that has attracted artists and writers for generations. Fun fact: geographically speaking, Key West is closer to Havana, Cuba, than it is to Miami. Travel tip: don't miss the daily sunset celebration at Mallory Square Dock. It's a street performance festival that happens every single evening as the sun goes down. Number 41. Miami, Florida. Miami is a sizzling hotspot where vibrant Latin culture and Art Deco architecture come together. South Beach is the place to see and be seen, with its glamorous scene and colorful lifeguard towers, while Little Havana offers a true taste of Cuban life. Fun fact: Miami is the only major U.S. city founded by a woman, Julia Tuttle. She was a local businesswoman who convinced a railroad tycoon to extend his railway down to the area. Travel tip: go explore the Wynwood Walls, an incredible outdoor street art museum featuring huge, colorful murals from artists all over the globe. Number 40. Orlando, Florida. Known as the theme park capital of the world, Orlando is a dream come true for families and thrill seekers. It's home to Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, and so much more. It's a place where fantasy really does come to life. Fun fact: Walt Disney World is enormous. It covers an area roughly twice the size of Manhattan. Travel tip: if you're hitting multiple parks, look into multi-day passes for better value, and use the park apps to check wait times for the big rides. Number 39. Savannah, Georgia. With its Spanish moss-draped oak trees, historic squares, and cobblestone streets, Savannah is easily one of America's most beautiful and romantic cities. All that pre-war architecture gives it a hauntingly beautiful vibe. Fun fact: Savannah is widely considered one of America's most haunted cities, and you can explore its centuries-old cemeteries and homes on one of the many ghost tours. Travel tip: the city's historic district was designed around 22 gorgeous, park-like squares, which makes it absolutely perfect for a long, leisurely walk. Number 38. Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston is the definition of Southern charm, with its perfectly preserved antebellum houses, horse-drawn carriages, and beautiful waterfront promenades. Plus, the city's food scene is one of the best in the country, famous for its low-country cuisine. Fun fact: the very first game of golf played in the United States took place right here in Charleston, way back in 1786. Travel tip: make sure you take a stroll down Rainbow Row, a series of 13 colorful historic houses that has become one of the most photographed spots in the city. Number 37. New Orleans, Louisiana. The birthplace of jazz, New Orleans is a city that marches to the beat of its own drum. From the wild nightlife of Bourbon Street to the historic elegance of the French Quarter, the city is a true melting pot of French, African, and American cultures. Remember our pirate teaser? This is it. Deep in the bayous of Louisiana, the legend of Jean Lafitte's buried treasure lives on. Lafitte was a notorious French pirate in the early 1800s who ruled the Gulf of Mexico. Legend says he buried his loot all along the Louisiana coast, and to this day, none of it has ever been officially found. Travel tip. For a more authentic New Orleans experience, check out a jazz club on Frenchmen Street. It has a much more local vibe than the tourist-heavy Bourbon Street. Number 36. Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to Music City, USA. Nashville is the undisputed heart of country music. It's home to the Grand Ole Opry, the Country Music Hall of Fame, and the legendary honky-tonks that line Broadway, blasting live music all day and night. Fun fact, the famous Ryman Auditorium, a former home of the Opry, was actually built as a church and is still nicknamed the Mother Church of Country Music. Travel tip, even if you're not a country fan, you have to visit the Bluebird Cafe. It's an intimate venue where you can see incredible singer-songwriters from all genres. We're just getting warmed up on our journey across this incredible continent. I'm curious, which one of these spots is screaming your name so far? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying this virtual road trip. Section 3. The East Coast. From the south, we're heading up the East Coast to explore the historic cities that shaped a nation and some seriously stunning coastlines. Number 35. Washington, D.C. The nation's capital is a city of monuments. It's home to some of the most iconic landmarks in the U.S., and the National Mall is a massive green space lined with memorials and museums, including the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument. Fun fact, every single one of the Smithsonian museums in Washington, D.C. offers free admission, making it one of the most culturally accessible cities in the world. Travel tip, the city is very walkable, but the DC Metro is a clean and efficient way to zip between farther-flung neighborhoods. Number 34. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As the birthplace of American democracy, Philly is absolutely steeped in history. This is where the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution were signed. You can visit Independence Hall and see the iconic Liberty Bell for yourself. Fun fact, Philadelphia is home to America's very first zoo and its first hospital. Travel tip, you can't go to Philly without trying a cheesesteak. Pat's and Geno's are the classic rivals, but don't be afraid to ask a local for their favorite under-the-radar spot. Number 33. New York City, New York, the city that never sleeps. New York is an electric, non-stop global hub of finance, fashion, art, and food. From the neon glow of Times Square and the majesty of the Statue of Liberty to the surprising calm of Central Park, the experiences are endless. Fun fact, the New York Public Library holds over 50 million books and even has secret apartments inside that were once used by the library's caretakers. Travel tip, save some cash on transportation by getting a Metro card and using the subway. It runs 24/7 and is the best way to get around. Number 32. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston is a city where history is literally around every corner. You can walk the Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile route that passes 16 nationally significant historic sites and tells the story of the American Revolution. Fun fact, the first subway system in the United States was built right here in Boston back in 1897. Travel tip, for a classic American experience, try to catch a baseball game at Fenway Park. It's the oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball and the atmosphere is incredible. Number 31. Niagara Falls, USA, Canada. Straddling the border between the US and Canada, Niagara Falls is one of the most powerful and spectacular waterfalls on the planet. The sheer volume of water thundering over the edge is a sound you'll never forget. Fun fact, the Great Lakes system holds about 20% of the world's surface fresh water, and Niagara Falls is the spectacular exit point for a huge portion of that water. Travel tip, While the American side offers some really unique viewpoints, many people will tell you the Canadian side has the best panoramic views of all three falls. Section 4. Central and Mountain West. Time to leave the coasts behind and venture into the heartland and the majestic mountains of the American West, a land of wide-open spaces and dramatic landscapes. Number 30. Chicago, Illinois. Known as the Windy City, Chicago is famous for its bold architecture, world-class museums, and of course, deep dish pizza. The city skyline, set against the massive backdrop of Lake Michigan, is one of the most impressive in the world. Fun fact, the world's very first skyscraper was built in Chicago back in 1885. Travel tip. The absolute best way to see the city's famous buildings is on an architectural boat tour on the Chicago River. It's a must-do. Number 29. Austin, Texas. The self-proclaimed live music capital of the world, Austin is a vibrant, creative city with a famously weird and wonderful culture. It's known for its legendary music scene, mouth-watering barbecue, and awesome natural swimming spots. Fun fact, every night from spring to fall, about 1.5 million bats fly out from under the Congress Avenue Bridge. It's the largest urban bat colony in North America. Travel tip. Don't be scared by the line for Franklin Barbecue. It's an Austin rite of passage and is widely considered the best in the country. Number 28. Denver, Colorado. The mile-high city is your gateway to the Rocky Mountains. Denver is a thriving outdoorsy city with a booming craft beer scene and a really walkable downtown. Fun fact, if you stand on the 13th step of the state capitol building, you are exactly 5,280 feet, or 1 mile, above sea level. Travel tip, use Denver as your base camp for exploring the Rockies. A day trip to Rocky Mountain National Park or a concert at the iconic Red Rocks Amphitheater is essential. Number 27. Aspen, Colorado. Aspen is synonymous with two things: world-class skiing and pure luxury. In the winter, its 4 ski mountains are a global destination. In the summer, it transforms into a paradise for hikers and outdoor lovers. Fun fact, the iconic Maroon Bells, 2 peaks near Aspen, are said to be the most photographed mountains in all of North America. Travel tip, for a more affordable visit, think about staying in a nearby town like Snowmass or Carbondale and just visiting Aspen for the day. Number 26. Sedona, Arizona. Sedona is world famous for its stunning red rock formations that absolutely glow with brilliant orange and red hues at sunrise and sunset. The area is also known for its spiritual vortexes, which are said to be centers of powerful energy. Fun fact, many classic Hollywood westerns were filmed in and around Sedona, using its dramatic landscapes as the perfect backdrop. Travel tip, take a pink Jeep tour. It's a fun way to explore the rugged backcountry and get up close to those incredible rock formations. Number 25. Grand Canyon, Arizona. A true natural wonder of the world, the Grand Canyon is a breathtaking monument to millions of years of geological history. Its massive scale is almost impossible to wrap your head around until you're standing on the rim. Fun fact, to give you a sense of scale, Grand Canyon National Park is larger than the entire state of Rhode Island. Travel tip, for the best views with fewer people, check out the North Rim. Just know that it has a shorter season and is typically only open from May to October. Number 24. Yellowstone National Park, USA. As America's first national park, Yellowstone is a geothermal wonderland. It's packed with geysers, hot springs, and an incredible amount of wildlife, including bison, grizzly bears, and wolves. Fun fact, Yellowstone is home to an incredible concentration of geothermal features, including over half of the world's geysers. Old Faithful is the most famous, erupting on a fairly predictable schedule. Travel tip, to avoid the worst of the crowds, try to visit in the shoulder seasons of spring or fall and get an early start to your day. Number 23. Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas is a dazzling oasis of pure entertainment in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Famous for its casinos, spectacular live shows, and world-class restaurants, the Las Vegas Strip is an unforgettable explosion of lights and extravagance. Fun fact: the Las Vegas Strip is so bright that it's one of the brightest spots on Earth when viewed from space. Travel tip: you don't have to gamble to have fun. Many hotels offer amazing free attractions, like the Bellagio fountains or the volcano show at the Mirage. Section 5. The Pacific Coast. Our road trip isn't over yet. Now we're hitting the stunning Pacific Coast, from the sunny beaches of Southern California to the rugged shores of the Pacific Northwest. Number 22. San Diego, California. With its nearly perfect weather, beautiful beaches, and world-famous zoo, San Diego is the quintessential Southern California city. It has a super relaxed, laid-back vibe that makes it a perfect vacation spot. Fun fact: Balboa Park, the city's cultural heart, is actually larger than New York's Central Park and is home to 17 museums and numerous gardens. Travel tip: take some time to explore the different coastal neighborhoods, from the upscale La Jolla to the bohemian vibes of Ocean Beach. Number 21. Los Angeles, California. The entertainment capital of the world, Los Angeles is a sprawling city of dreams. From the glamour of Hollywood and Beverly Hills to the surf culture of Venice Beach, Louisiana, is a city of iconic sights and endless possibilities. Fun fact: the famous Hollywood sign originally read Hollywoodland and was just an advertisement for a real estate development. Travel tip: LA traffic is no joke. Plan your daily activities by neighborhood so you can minimize your time spent sitting in the car. Number 20. Yosemite National Park, California. Yosemite is a shrine to the power of Mother Nature, famous for its towering granite cliffs, ancient sequoia groves, and breathtaking waterfalls. The views from Tunnel View and Glacier Point are some of the most iconic in any national park, anywhere. Fun fact: the park's tallest waterfall, Yosemite Falls, is one of the highest in the world, dropping a staggering 2,425 feet from top to bottom. Travel tip: you often need a reservation to even enter the park during peak season. Make sure you plan ahead and book well in advance on the official park website. Number 19. San Francisco, California, known for its iconic Golden Gate Bridge, historic cable cars, and famously steep hills, San Francisco is a city with undeniable beauty and character. It's a place of innovation, diverse neighborhoods, and stunning bay views. Fun fact: the Golden Gate Bridge isn't actually red. Its official color is International Orange, which was chosen to make it stand out in the thick fog. Travel tip: if you want to visit Alcatraz, book your tickets well in advance. Tours often sell out weeks or even months ahead of time. Number 18. Portland, Oregon. With its motto, "Keep Portland Weird," this city is a haven for creativity, coffee lovers, and foodies. It's known for its huge network of bike paths, independent bookstores, and countless food trucks serving up amazing food. Fun fact: Portland's Forest Park is one of the largest urban forests in the United States, with over 80 miles of trails to explore. Travel tip: the best way to see this city is on two wheels. It's one of the most bike-friendly cities in America. Number 17. Seattle, Washington. The Emerald City is famed for its iconic Space Needle, the bustling Pike Place Market, and its pioneering role in America's coffee culture. Surrounded by water and mountains, Seattle is the perfect blend of city life and natural beauty. Fun fact: the original Starbucks, founded in 1971, is still up and running in Pike Place Market. Travel tip: on a clear day, head to Cary Park for that quintessential postcard view of the Seattle skyline with Mount Rainier looming in the background. Number 16. Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu, on the island of Oahu, is the vibrant capital of Hawaii. It's a fusion of tropical paradise and a bustling American city, home to the world-famous Waikiki Beach and the historic Pearl Harbor Memorial. Fun fact: Iolani Palace in Honolulu is the only official royal palace in the United States, once home to the Hawaiian monarchy. Travel tip: try learning to surf in the gentle waves of Waikiki Beach, where the legendary surfer Duke Kahanamoku first helped popularize the sport. Section 6. The Great White North, Canada. Last but not least, we're crossing the border into Canada, a vast country of jaw-dropping natural beauty, multicultural cities, and endless wilderness. Number 15. Quebec City, Canada. Walking through Old Quebec feels like you've been transported to a historic European village. It's the only walled city north of Mexico, with cobblestone streets, charming bistros, and the magnificent Chateau Frontenac Hotel dominating the skyline. Fun fact, Quebec City's oldest staircase, the Breakneck Stairs, dates all the way back to 1635 and has 59 steps. Travel tip: if you can, visit in the winter for the Quebec Winter Carnival, one of the largest winter festivals in the world. Number 14. Montreal, Canada. Montreal is a tale of two cities. You have the historic charm of Old Montreal, and then the modern, vibrant energy of its downtown. It is the second largest French-speaking city in the world, right after Paris. Fun fact, Montreal has a massive underground city, known as the Riso. It's over 32 kilometers of tunnels connecting shopping malls, metro stations, and universities. Travel tip: hike up Mount Royal, the mountain right in the middle of the city, for spectacular panoramic views. Number 13. Ottawa, Canada. As Canada's capital, Ottawa is a city of grand Victorian architecture centered around Parliament Hill. It's a cultured, bilingual city with truly world-class museums and galleries. Fun fact, in the winter, the Rideau Canal freezes over and becomes the world's largest naturally frozen skating rink, stretching 7.8 kilometers. Travel tip: visit in May for the Canadian Tulip Festival, when millions of tulips explode in color across the city. Number 12. Toronto, Canada. Canada's largest city is a dynamic and incredibly multicultural metropolis. Its skyline is defined by the iconic CN Tower, and its diverse neighborhoods offer a taste of cultures from every corner of the globe. Fun fact, over 180 languages are spoken in Toronto, and more than half of its residents were born outside of Canada, making it one of the most multicultural cities on Earth. Travel tip: take a ferry to the Toronto Islands for a relaxing escape from the city and the absolute best views of the skyline. Number 11. Vancouver, Canada. Nestled between the mountains and the ocean, Vancouver is consistently ranked as one of the most livable cities in the world. It's a paradise for outdoor lovers, with easy access to hiking, skiing, and kayaking. Fun fact, Vancouver's Stanley Park is about 10% larger than New York's Central Park and is filled with forest, beaches, and a beautiful seawall path. Travel tip: walk or bike the seawall around Stanley Park for incredible views of the city, mountains, and water all at once. Number 10. Banff National Park, Canada. Established as Canada's very first national park, Banff is the crown jewel of the Canadian Rockies. Its turquoise lakes, majestic peaks, and abundant wildlife create a landscape of truly unparalleled beauty. Fun fact, the mind-blowing turquoise color of lakes like Lake Louise and Moraine Lake comes from rock flour, fine particles of rock ground up by glaciers. When suspended in the water, these particles reflect sunlight and create that vivid color. Travel tip: to see the iconic lakes without the crowds, go at sunrise. The early alarm is totally worth it for the peace and the stunning morning light. Top 10 Countdown. All right, we've made it. The top 10. These are the absolute must-see, once-in-a-lifetime destinations that define the spirit of North America. Number 9. Antigua, Guatemala. Surrounded by volcanoes, Antigua is a beautifully preserved colonial city and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its cobblestone streets are lined with colorful Baroque buildings, ruined churches, and bustling markets. Fun fact, many of the city's historic churches were partially destroyed by earthquakes in the 18th century and have been left as beautiful open-air ruins. Travel tip: for an unforgettable adventure, take a guided overnight hike up the nearby Acatenango volcano. You'll get incredible views of the constantly erupting Fuego volcano. Number 8. Costa Rica. Less a single place and more a whole vibe, Costa Rica is a world leader in ecotourism. This small country is one of the most biodiverse places on Earth, packed with lush rainforests, towering volcanoes, and incredible wildlife. Fun fact, even though it's a small country, Costa Rica contains nearly 6% of the entire world's biodiversity. Travel tip: the national motto is Pura Vida, which means pure life. Embrace it. Slow down, connect with nature, and just enjoy the moment. Number 7. Mexico City's Historic Center. The heart of Mexico's capital, the Zócalo, is one of the largest city squares in the world. It's flanked by the massive Metropolitan Cathedral and the National Palace, creating a center of culture and history that's been the hub of the nation for centuries. Fun fact: the National Palace is home to enormous murals by Diego Rivera that depict the entire history of Mexico, from ancient times to the Revolution. Travel tip: visit the Templo Mayor Museum, right next to the cathedral, to see the ruins of the main Aztec temple that once stood on that very spot. Number 6. The Rocky Mountains. Stretching more than 3,000 miles from Canada down to New Mexico, the Rocky Mountains are the backbone of North America. This vast mountain range offers endless adventure, from hiking and wildlife viewing in the summer to world-class skiing in the winter. Fun fact: the Continental Divide runs along the crest of the Rockies, separating the rivers that flow to the Atlantic from those that flow to the Pacific. Travel tip: drive a scenic route like the Icefields Parkway in Canada or the Trail Ridge Road in Colorado for some of the most breathtaking mountain scenery on the continent. Number 5. The Hawaiian Islands. This isolated volcanic archipelago is paradise on Earth. Each of the main islands, Oahu, Maui, Kauai, and the Big Island, offers something unique, from the epic surf of the North Shore to the dramatic cliffs of the Na Pali coast and the active volcanoes of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Fun fact: often cited as the most remote population center on Earth, Hawaii is located about 2,400 miles from the nearest continent. Travel tip: don't just stay in one place. Island hopping is the best way to truly experience the incredible diversity of the Hawaiian Islands. Number 4. The National Parks of the American West. This isn't just one spot, but a legendary road trip. The Grand Circle connects a string of iconic parks including Zion, Bryce Canyon, Arches, and Canyonlands. Each park offers a unique and dramatic landscape, from Zion's towering sandstone cliffs to the delicate formations of Arches National Park. Fun fact: Bryce Canyon isn't actually a canyon at all. It's a series of natural amphitheaters filled with thousands of spire-shaped rock formations called hoodoos. Travel tip: get an America the Beautiful National Parks Pass. It grants you access to all U.S. national parks for a year and can save you a lot of money if you plan to visit several. Number 3. The Alaskan Wilderness, Alaska, is America's last true frontier. The sheer scale of it is immense, with towering mountains, massive glaciers, and huge expanses of untouched wilderness. It's a place to see grizzly bears fishing for salmon, glaciers calving into the sea, and the magical dance of the Northern Lights. Fun fact: Denali, the highest peak in North America, is so enormous that it actually creates its own weather systems. Travel tip: one of the best ways to see Alaska's coastal glaciers and wildlife is by taking a small ship cruise or a dayboat tour into Kenai Fjords National Park. Number 2. New York City's Manhattan skyline. There is no skyline in the world more iconic than Manhattan's. Whether you see it from the top of the Empire State Building, from a ferry on the Hudson, or from a park in Brooklyn, it is a powerful symbol of human ambition and creativity. Fun fact: in an incredible feat of engineering for its time, the Empire State Building was constructed in just over a year, an astonishing 13 months. Travel tip: for the best photo that actually includes the Empire State Building, head to the top of the Rock Observation Deck at Rockefeller Center. Number 1. The Grand Canyon at sunrise. And for our number 1, we return to where our journey began, but with a very specific experience: seeing the Grand Canyon at sunrise. Watching the first light spill into the canyon, painting the layers of rock in shifting shades of purple, red, and orange, is a deeply moving and unforgettable moment. It's quiet, it's powerful, and it reminds you of the sheer beauty of our planet. Fun fact: at its deepest point, the Grand Canyon is over a mile deep. Travel tip: the best sunrise spots like Mather Point or Yaqui Point on the South Rim get busy. Get there at least 45 minutes before sunrise to find a good spot and watch the landscape transform. Conclusion. So there you have it, our tour of the 50 ultimate bucket list destinations in North America. From ancient ruins to modern marvels, this continent is an absolute treasure trove of adventures just waiting for you. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Which spot caught your eye the most, and what's on your travel list for 2025? Leave a comment below. We'd love to know where you want us to explore next. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures you can take from the comfort of your favorite chair. Until next time, happy travels from No Passport Required.